Q3 The dark secret at the heart of Indian society is that the decline of public morality is now mirrored by a shameful fall in ethics in the private sector. In the light of recent steep fall in India's ranking in the Transparency International's 2016 Corruption Perception Index, critically comment. 150 words The Indian Express answered, in the 2016 Global Business Ethics Survey, India was ranked the most unethical of 13 major economies. India ranked 79th out of 176 countries in Transparency International's 2016 Corruption Perception Index. It has become a reality in India where common man mostly believes that work from the government office is done by bribes, but corruption has spread to even affluent elites and the private sector, which was visible in South Indian scam, Harshad Mehta scam, instances of crony capitalism, etc. in India's senior management would ignore the unethical behavior of employees to attain revenue targets. Foreign investors and companies complain that Indian businessmen don't understand the concept of good faith in negotiations. There is illegal diversion of profits by promoters, insider trading, round tripping, etc. The reason for this unethical behavior could be lack of focus on values while educating children, equating money with success, general decline of ethics in the society, lack of responsibility of the people leading to passive acceptance of corruption, etc. The corroding ethical fabric of the country is not just an issue of morality for its own sake. No economy can perform at a high level without a basic level of integrity. The pervasive unethical behavior of the sort will destroy trust. As trust erodes, the cost of doing business will soar, affecting India's competitiveness and attractiveness as an investment destination. So there is a need to increase the transparency in the private sector by implementing corporate governance committees' recommendations. Q4 You are aspiring to become an IAS officer and you have cleared various stages and now you have been selected for the personal interview. Night before the interview, you are having dinner with your wife in a restaurant. Next to your table, suddenly a group of goons headed by a son of local MLA starts beating an innocent person. They are hitting him hard with certain weapons and the person is pleading for help. Others in the restaurant either run away or witnessing the scene you leave. Your wife is scared and wants to move away from the place. At the same time, few of the goons are scaring away other customers and staff there. One of them comes to you and warns you not to talk about the incident anywhere. What would you have done in such a situation? Justify your action. 250 W0RDS case study answered, in the given situation the stakeholders involved are the victim who is being trashed, people in the restaurant, myself, my wife and the goons. Ethical issues and conflict of values in this case, lack of value to human life. This is visible when goons are trashing the victim, misuse of power, MLA son taking law into hands, lack of responsibility by the people who are seeing the scene. Mutely lack of emotional intelligence on the part of the public to act available options. 1. Take my wife and run away from the scene and not tell anyone about it. Doing this would make me and my wife safe and attend my interview the next day. But firstly, as a human being, it is necessary to have empathy for the victim. Secondly, the responsible citizen would make efforts to help the victim and report the offense. Thirdly, I would not go with this option because having an aim to be an IAS officer, I am aspiring to take action against the antisocial elements and uphold rule of law in the society. Not reporting the incident shows the lack of courage on my part and questions my attitude of working with integrity when I face pressure from other elements when I am a civil servant. www.insightsinIndia.com 12 www.insightsos.com 2. Try to stop the goons all by myself even though my intentions were good as I wanted to save the victim, but following this shows my impulsive nature, not thinking about putting the life of mine and my wife's in danger, also not acting with emotional intelligence where it's clear that I would be overpowered by the goons, and if I am beaten badly I might even miss the interview the next day as well. This would not solve the purpose of helping the victim, so I would not follow this option. 3. First go outside, try to get more people and simultaneously call the police as well. This is probably the best way to save the victim. As seeing more people, the goons might leave the place, then the victim can be taken to the hospital immediately. It also gives a sense of satisfaction and give a confidence to attend the interview the next day as I have done the right thing. I would choose this option. Conclusion: the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. This is true as common man needs to stand up against wrong.